Today's video is, I don't know if I should call this what's for dinner video. It's like, these are the recipes I'm cooking this week because I eat a lot of leftovers. But whatever the title ends up being, I'm just showing you new recipes that I'm cooking because no one is interested in me seeing me eat an apple for the like 100th time. Okay, so this first recipe, it's Emily Bites. This month I am just focusing on Emily Bites. She is right now my favorite, but I want to start like focusing on different bloggers, kind of testing out all their, well, enough recipes in a month to get a feel for them and then to give you my recommendations toward the end. So this is another Emily Bites recipe. This is the slow cooker sweet and tangy chicken. So it's a slow cooker, which yay, right? Yay. But it is high in points from like in my point of view. It's a little bit higher, but still Weight Watcher recipe. So for the blue plan, it is 5 points for half a cup. So in my mind, I'm like, 5 points for half a cup? This better be delicious. But we'll see. She rarely disappoints in her recipes. And this, like, the flavors of these seem a little bit different than what I'm going to. And, like, I know that this could be made easily substituted to make it lower in points, but I'm making this as it is because I've never made it. But if it goes well, I might substitute some things to see if it is lower in points, but let's just do the original. Oh, and plus there's not a lot of like ingredients. Okay, so I have my crock pot, technically my mom's crock pot, but that's okay, she won't care. And I'm going to start putting all the ingredients together. So you put some of the bases of the sauce in, then you mix it in the crock pot, saves on dishes, yay, all for that. And then you put the chicken in. Already in the crock pot, I have the low sodium soy sauce that's needed. So I didn't show it because right now my my fridge is jam-packed with some different things because we just went grocery shopping yesterday. You guys know how it is. Well, for us, we're living with my parents, so we have half of our refrigerator because they so generously shared. So I'm doing apple cider vinegar, 2/3 of a cup, putting that in there. And then it is 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And I'm actually going to put in the correct amount. Don't ask me why, I just feel like it. Anyway, so our fridge is super full and it was really hard. So I have this big old jug of the low sodium soy sauce that we use. It's just because I love rice and I put soy sauce on my rice. And so it is it's just a necessity. So I don't have to keep buying. And it ends up being more economical for that one. Okay, so I have some garlic in here. I have some soy sauce, some apple cider vinegar. So it seems like kind of high in the acidity. Then it is half a teaspoon of black pepper. Ooh, is that clanging loudly? I bet that is. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, so I am really excited. I have some fun ideas with this YouTube channel that I am really looking forward to doing some videos I'm excited to make. That was my dad just walking behind me. That I'm excited to make because I feel like I have been doing Weight Watchers for quite a while now, off and on because got pregnant, couldn't do it then took a while to get back on after that. And I feel like I've made a bunch of recipes and a bunch of things, and I just kind of want to compile some of those into almost like a database of videos, because like do some best and worst things just to kind of break it up. Because oh, brown sugar, so this is the part where I feel like I could My dad's cute. So the brown sugar is the part where I feel like I could really save on points, and I could substitute either with like half real brown sugar and maybe half of a brown sugar substitute. So honestly, I have not tried a brown sugar substitute, but I think Lanco might make like a monk fruit kind or something like that. So I am a little bit skeptical, but if this turns out to be really good, I might try to work on figuring out a way to lower those points. So anyway, so I'm really excited. These videos that I'm going to make are going to take a little while to compile, just because I have to like look through all the recipes I have and I've done. But I'm really hoping that it'll be good for it'll just be a good resource. It's something that, oh, that was like all foam. I'm going to add a little extra. It's something I'm excited about, which is great. So you're supposed to have diet lemon lime soda. Sammy, call my husband my son's name. Eric likes Diet Mountain Dew. I actually am not drinking soda really anymore. So anyway, I'm going to steal some of him. I think Mountain Dew is lemon lime, like it's a color. Lemon lime Mountain Dew is distinct. Lemon lime is usually I think like Sprite or 7-Up. Okay, so you're supposed to have the brown sugar check, apple cider vinegar check, diet soda check, garlic check, soy sauce check, black pepper check, and then you put them all in the crock pot, and then you just stir, 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 stir. Okay, and then and then you just put chicken on top of it. Chicken breast. So I will show you what the sauce looks like, and then yeah. Alright, this is just what the sauce looks like. I stirred it up a little bit. I'm going to plop some chicken. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, you guys know what chicken breast looks like. I can't do it one-handed. It's too awkward, so I'm going to pop it in. Alright, it has been cooking most of today. It smells really good. It's very flavorful. So what I'm going to do, which is going to have to be off camera because I just can't do with this, I'm going to take this chicken out, and then I'm going to pour the sauce into another pan and then do the next step. Wait, when I flip the chicken over, I probably should have flipped it halfway, to be honest, but I just didn't. It has this nice coloring, and you could tell like it's just really tender and it looks good. In this bowl, I just have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water that I am just going to mix together. I think it's pretty well mixed. Does it look well mixed to you guys? Let's see. I don't see anything on the bottom. Alright, so let's move it over here. So in my pan, oh, sorry about this angle. I'm just going to add this to my pan and stir, 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 stir. And I am just supposed to bring this to a boil and then let it simmer for a couple of minutes, and then I just pour this over the chicken. This got to a boil real fast, so now I'm just going to turn it on low and let it simmer for a little bit. I don't know if you could see, but it's kind of starting to thicken up, which is great. I think it's thickened up enough. So you could either like pour it over the side, but because I'm definitely going to have plenty of leftovers, oh, sorry for the whining baby, I'm just going to pour over. Alright, this is what dinner looks like. It would be better if I have vegetables, but honestly I'm just not going to cook this. So I had to be careful with the portions of this because this is 5 points per serving, which is kind of a lot, and then I have rice, 6 points, and then apples and grapes. So this is my dinner, and this is my cute son. You want to see yourself? Can you say hi? Can you wave hi? Are you saying leave me alone, mom, I'm eating? Oh, there's a hi. Good morning. I will tell you about, so it's been many days. I've been eating that chicken for leftovers for many days, and I have some thoughts. But I do want to, I'm starting to prep for the next meal. So I'm going to make Emily Bites strawberry balsamic grilled chicken, and you can marinate it for quite a while before you grill it. So I'm going to make the marinade and show you what I do. Alright, in my bowl I have I had a little bit of olive oil left in one of my bottles of olive oil, so I was just using that up. So you need 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And so here's the new bottle. I opened up just a Aldi brand, or Aldi's, that you get a, woo, that came out fast. 1. And then you need 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Oh man, just seeing the olive oil and balsamic vinegar mixed together really makes me want, oh no, I might have to go get some. Okay, well this is going to be a little lighter because you need it for a different part. Oh man, I need it for the topping too. Okay, this is going to be a little bit lighter on balsamic. What a bummer. And then I didn't quite have the 4 tablespoons I needed. Oh well. And then you need some garlic added. I'm going to just use this to mix it up. Some garlic added into there. So for the chicken, you know what? I feel really, even though I've had it for multiple days, I feel super conflicted about, and I don't quite know how I feel about, you know what? No, I think I do know how I feel about it. I think when it comes down to it, it's good, not worth the points, and I feel like there are definitely better options out there for the amount of points. Because like 5 points for half a cup for chicken, the sauce better be amazing. Then you have 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Do you know what I mean? Because like I feel like chicken breast we could just make in a ton of ways, and so if it's going to be a lot of points, like it better be amazing. And this was, I would say it was good, it was solid, it was fine eating it for many days. Like it definitely lasted a while. To be honest, I need a break from it. So yeah, so I don't, it's hard to say like what oh, and then it's a teaspoon of salt. It's hard to say if I would recommend it or not is the problem. You know what? I would guess I would say, I don't know if I would recommend it. It's not terrible, but like I said, I don't think it's worth the points. And even though it does have, I would say, a pretty unique flavor, and it's an interesting flavor. Oh, don't skip out on the red pepper flakes. I did it when I showed you guys that first time, and then I was like, oh man, this is not worth it. But then I added it the next, oh, then I'm just adding half a teaspoon of black pepper. Then I added it the next time I had it, and it made it a lot better. So don't skip out on that. Yeah, but I think that there are tons of different options that you guys could have, and that I've had that was chicken breast that just tasted a lot better. So I can't think of any other recommendations that has like a similar profile, because it is really unique, I would say. But yeah, I would possibly try it again with the fake brown sugar, but I need a break from it because it does last a long time. Alright, and then this is the marinade, so I'm just going to put it over my chicken in a baggie and set it in the fridge, and it'll be ready for grilling later on this evening. So I'm going to start making, prepping another thing. I'm going to make a zucchini casserole, also by Emily Bites. So I have some zucchini, carrots. These were supposed to be like already, like carrot shreds, more like, but I have to cut them up because they didn't have any, an onion and summer squash. So I'm going to be cutting these up and chit-chatting with you. Alright, So I'm sorry for the weird angle. So I just wanted to take some time and talk to you guys a little bit. I have recently had just like a reminder about one of the reasons why I am trying to lose weight and trying to be healthy, because it's like, obviously this is really not an easy thing to be doing. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of commitment. Instead of sleeping right now, because I'm doing pretty okay on orders and I could go back to sleep. I started at 3 in the morning, it's 4, I did have to do some work things. I could be sleeping until my kiddo wakes up and just be like, oh, let's just go get something easy for dinner. But I am trying to cook, healthy and cook well. Oh, shoot, I need to rinse this. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks. So instead of sleeping more right now, I'm cooking, and I can tell you I absolutely would rather be sleeping more right now. But I had a reminder, and my grandparents passed away when both sides. Well, I guess one of them passed away before I was born, but the grandparents I knew and I grew up with passed away when I was in high school. And anyway, so this past year, there's been like my Eric's grandparents, and then my, like, you know what, I don't want to say exactly who, because some people aren't related to me, like, I mean, possibly very, very distantly. But there's been multiple sets of people I know whose grandparents are really just struggling with getting older. And that's just really, like, it's so hard. And obviously, like, everybody is going to get older. Our bodies, maybe our minds, they're going to like degenerate, just because that's just how that is just part of life, you know, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. But what I do want to do is I do want to try to make things as easy for myself and as easy for Sam, who hopefully he will be there to help me with different things. And so I feel like by really working on establishing good, healthy habits for my family now, I am setting us all up to have, hopefully, a easier, just a easier getting old time, because it's so hard. It's so hard. And it was hard for me when I was in high school, and when I was in high school, yeah, it's just hard. And so I'm really determined to just do this, you know, like, even if it takes me a really long time to start getting into the habit of, like, cooking vegetables all the time, you know, which if you watch me, you know, for whatever reason, it's just hard to get into that habit. It's really important, and I really want to. I want to make things, I just love my family so much, and I want to do everything I can to take care of myself, which is taking care of them in the long run. Yeah, anyway, I hope your family and loved ones are doing well and are healthy too. I'm going fish cutting these up. Alright, I have a couple of tablespoons of light butter in here, and I am just going to be just stirring this, basically, cooking it. Okay, so that is sauteing. So I have some stuffing, which honestly, I love stuffing. And this is one of the main reasons why I was super excited to try this recipe. So you need it divided, so you need 3/4 of a cup. My 1/4 cup is dirty, so I'm just going to guess in the butter and mix it up. And then I'm going to set it aside for later. Alright, back over here on the sauce, on the vegetable pan. I removed it from the heat and I am taking more of the stuffing, so it's supposed to be 1 1/4. This thing kind of has lines to kind of show me where that is. Okay, so 1 1/4. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do with this leftover one now? Okay, well that's a problem for a different time. Of the stuffing mix, and then I have cream of mushroom. This is like the fat-free version that I'm going to put in here. And did I say that you remove this from the heat? Because you do. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm really curious about how this is going to turn out. I have high hopes. I hope that my expectations are not too high. And then fat-free Greek yogurt, plain, 1/2 cup. Okay, that is more. Wiggle, wiggle, and pop, 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 pop. And I'm going to just mix this all together. Not with a spatula though. I think I'm going to get my wooden spoon. There we go. Mix, mix, mix it all together. Oh, I spilled. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna mix it all together. I mixed it together and I put it in a casserole dish. Do you guys have 2-quart casserole dishes? Because I have been noticing that 2-quart casserole dishes are really coming up. And I'm like, I don't have that. I don't know if this is just like a blind spot in my kitchenware or what. But it's like, and the last thing we need is something to take up more space right now. So I don't know. I'm just making do with a 9x13 pan, and I think it's going to be fine. So I am just topping this off with the stuffing that I did before, and it's going to be ready to go in the, well, it would be ready to go in the oven if it was dinner time, but it's still like 4 something in the morning, so not ready yet. So I'll just put this in the fridge and be ready to pop it in later. I'm going to try to see if I could prepare some corn fritters, also in Emily Bites. So I have some corn and I'm going to cut it off, the cob. I have some garlic in there, and I'm going to cut up some green onions and a shallot to add to this. Alright, so to this corn, onion, garlic mixture, I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of flour, and then 1 egg. Oh, you can't even see it that I've already beaten. And I'm going to mix this up. So this, once again, is going to be something else that I'm just going to cover this, pop this in the fridge, and hopefully be able to make this for dinner. So Sam has been getting up so early. He's been getting up at like 4:20, like crazy things. It's 5:15 right now, guys. I'm so excited. Like, ideally I would like him to get up at 6, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So did you guys, if you, any moms, or I guess dads out there, if your baby really struggled with early morning wake ups, when did they get better? Or when did it get better? I know to some people 6 o'clock is considered early. I would be thrilled. I'd be positively thrilled if he consistently woke up at 6 o'clock. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I might be getting up at 3 o'clock for the rest of my life just to get some work done. But he's worth it. It's dinner time. Sorry that I didn't film making this. Our son, I think his molars are starting to get through. So I just had to do this pretty quickly. So this is the topping for the chicken, the balsamic chicken that I'm going to grill. So this is strawberries, balsamic vinegar, brown sugar, black pepper, fresh basil. All the measurements will be linked at the recipe below. Then you're supposed to let it sit while you grill the chicken. So this chicken has been marinating since very early this morning. So should be nice and great. We are out of propane tank, unfortunately, but I have like this pan with grill marks, so hopefully that'll work out well. This smells incredible. I'm so excited about this. And so, yeah, this is just my grill pan. I'm doing it in small batches because in this pan, only like the middle part really gets hot, and I'm trying to do a good job cooking these. And then I have over here my little corn fritters bubbling away. So you cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. But one thing that you do is you take like a quarter. I tried to film this, I just didn't have enough space to put my camera right into, like I would knock it. So you spoon some, and then I just patted it down to flatten it out. And this is in a couple, I think it's 3 tablespoons of canola oil, which is where the point really comes from. So the fritters are 1 point each. This is, well, so I'm using chicken breast tenderloins instead of the like big fatty chicken breast because that is what was available. Or no, the chicken breasts were like insane, and I didn't want to have to cut it in half. So basically it's 1 point per portion, with a quarter of a cup of the strawberry topping. So and then the zucchini is also low in points. That's in the oven. So this is actually a really low in points, which is awesome meal. Before I cut into it, this is how the zucchini came out, the zucchini casserole. I think it is very promising. I'm excited. Alright guys, you are going to be amazed at this. 3 points, 4 points, 1 point per, 1 point. I'm so excited. So 3, 7, 8 points for all of this. I'm so excited. Alright, so I am going to be starting to make this cheesy, amazing Mexi rice by Emily Bites. And I love it because the first step is to put all the ingredients into a big bowl and mix it together. So I'm going to weigh out the cheddar cheese. So the next step is to use 4 cups of cooked rice, and I love rice. I'm sure you could know if you've seen my thing. And one thing that I really like about having a rice cooker is, if you can, this keep warm setting, because I had this rice for dinner last night, and look at it. Well, you can't feel it, but it's still really warm and good, which is awesome. So I'm going to measure out 4 scoops. Alright, so I am going to make some changes a little bit for my taste preference. I don't really like chili powder, so instead of chili powder, I'm going to use freeze-dried jalapenos, because that works with Mexican things. And then I am also, black olives. I do not like black olives. I do not like olives. So I am just going to chop up, probably like maybe about half or quarter of an onion, because I don't see onion in here, which is interesting to me. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of my version a little bit of this, but I just want to let you know everything else I'm going to follow. Alright, so I'm going to add the salt, which needs 2 teaspoons. I got these new ones. These are just the cheapest kind of that I could find on Amazon, and I really like it. They're nothing fancy, but it's just so nice. Oops, a little bit more. That's fine. And then I know chili powder and jalapenos are not the same. It's not like a substitute by any means. I'm using the same amount as I would if it was chili powder, but this is my dinner, so I guess I'm going to change it for my preference. Which probably isn't the best for reviewing, but I don't know what else to say. Okay, this is, I know it's dirty, but it just has the rice on it. But this is the cup measuring thing, and then I just have frozen corn, which is like, yay, I could, oh, spilling all over it. Yeah, I could just use it straight in there. Now I have to use my can opener. Alright, so I'm going to add, I almost forgot that I do have to add 1 cup of cooked shredded chicken. My goodness, making shredded chicken and just kind of like having it in your fridge, I think that's going to be like one of my new Weight Watchers tips, especially if you're on the blue plan. It's just a game changer. It's great for emergencies. Yeah, rice stuck to my finger. Alright, so now you add a can of black beans as drained, and then diced tomatoes in the juices. Woo! I needed a bigger bowl, I guess. I added the onions and the bell pepper. Now, this very full bowl I have to mix up. Wish me luck, guys. I wonder how much is going to end up on the counter. I actually didn't spill that much. So then you just put it in a pan and cook it, kind of stirring it every 5 minutes. Awesome. So to kind of bulk up the meal, I'm going to also make this shredded Mexican chicken. Oh, it wasn't recording. To this bowl, I'm adding 2 cans of tomato sauce. Alright, and then I have some white wine vinegar here. And just going to plop in 2 teaspoons. Alright, and then I'm going to add minced garlic. I am going to, I need to wash this. Alright, I am also going to make the same jalapeno for chili powder switch that I did in the other recipe. Yes. So this is the jalapeno. So, and then I need 2 teaspoons of oregano. 1, 2. And 1 teaspoon of cumin. Oh, new one. Boop. As well as, this is very interesting to me, a ½ teaspoon of sugar. It's so, I mean, it's nice, but it's so weird to be cooking with sugar, any kind of sugar, but like real sugar. I had to go buy it because I was like, oh, I don't even have real sugar in the house. Brown sugar. I actually probably need to buy more because I think I used it up for my Brussels sprouts. So, ½ teaspoon. And then salt and pepper to taste. Alright, so now I just mix this up. I have some oil, olive oil that I measured out, heated up in the pan, and now I'm just going to add some onions to it. Okay, these have been cooking for a little bit, and then I am just going to add, I weighed out my chicken, and I'm just going to add it to this pan, and this other big boy needs to do without the camera. Cook for a couple minutes, let's cook for a couple minutes. That's Alright, so I covered it, it's boiling a little bit, which is great, and so now I'm going to cover it and lower the temp and let it cook for about 20 minutes. It's dinner time, and this is the Mexican rice, cheesy Mexican rice thing. And then I ended up needing, because Sam woke up, I ended up needing to finish this in the shredded chicken in the crock pot. I wish I would have just done this from the beginning, to be honest. That would have been a lot easier. So I'm just going to top this with some extra of this chicken. Hi, it's been a couple days. Oh, now I have a crazy little kid. Oh, crazy baby. Oh, did you get mommy's AirPods? And anyways, so the cheesy rice thing, not for me, not worth the points in my opinion. But the chicken, super, super good. I ended up using some of it to make just a little thing of enchiladas, and it was awesome. Super, super good. I got a haircut, by the way. And anyways, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. There were some hit and misses, but I think that it's important to show both of those as well. And can you tell are you a crazy guy? Are you yeah. Anyway, so because that's real life, right? Sammy, right? Real life? That's real life. Yeah. Anyways, so I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, please check out our shop that's linked below. And also, if you can subscribe and hit the like button, we really appreciate that. Sammy, see you next time. Yeah.